And when they were in the field, Cain rose up against his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is Abel your brother?" He said, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" And the Lord said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood is crying to me from the ground." We rarely cover current events here on Bible Illustrated because of two reasons. One, it is our aim and goal to make videos that are timeless and be an aid in your walk with Christ. Second, drawing frames is a slow process, and by the time we finish a video, the current event might not be, well, current anymore. Of course, there were exceptions to this rule, and we're making an exception today. We haven't made a video on the Russian invasion of Ukraine because we've already had a video on war. Additionally, geopolitics is complicated. It is like trying to make sense of Jackson Pollock painting. We simply prefer hovering over such matters, or being swept away by the current, depending on how you look at things. Before we start this video off, we suggest you watch this video, Satan and the Invasion of Ukraine, on our secondary channel, Orthodox Banter with Bojan. This video is meant to supplement it. In the case you were left out of the loop, the Ukrainian government plans to evict residents of the Kiev-Pechersk Lavra. This would include some 300 monks and around 600 seminarians. They plan to replace the canonical clergy there, who belong to the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, under the Omophorion of the Moscow Patriarchate, with the uncanonical Orthodox Church in Ukraine, headed by Epiphany. Now, remember, Kiev-Pechersk Lavra, also known as the Monastery of the Caves, is nearly 1000 years old, and is one of the centers of Orthodoxy among the Slavs. Mind you, the faithful of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church aren't Russians, at least the vast majority of them. They are Ukrainians, and like good faithful Orthodox Christians, they are striving to preserve the canonical order of the Church. To have their churches and monasteries and shrines taken away from them for being faithful Christians is, to put it bluntly, evil, so it's forcing the daily politics on the Church. What's worse is when bishops take sides. A couple of times on this channel, I hinted at Patriarch Kirill's KGB connections and Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew's CIA connections. I have no doubt in my mind that these are true. None of this is a reason enough for a schism. It is simply the way of this fallen world that a bishop here or there will have an additional master. However, even with such faulty bishops, canonicity is strictly on the side of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, headed by Metropolitan Onufry. You might dislike Patriarch Kirill, and I sure do, but Metropolitan Onufry is the one caught in the crossfire. He's trying to preserve the canonical order, has wept tears of blood for the cessation of the invasion, and now this Bishop Abel might lose one of the greatest sanctuaries under his care due to a Bishop Cain. One of the things I dislike a lot about the Ecumenical Patriarchate is it calling itself the Mother Church. For by that term, they do not only mean we gave you Christianity, no, they mean primarily as we gave you Christianity, we can take it away. No one has the right to do such a thing, even if one thinks himself to be the High Grand Bishop of all the world. So what can we do? Majority, if not all, of you watching can do absolutely zilch. But we've said it before, when all you can do is pray, prayer becomes a mighty weapon indeed. So take out your prayer ropes, your lastovkas, your rosaries, your Anglican prayer beads, and pray for the suffering Ukrainian Church. For remember, we do not pray only for her protection, but also for schismatics. For if this plan of theirs is foiled, they themselves will be spared of immense wrath, and won't become an abomination of desolation. Lord, hear our prayer.